Hey guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you are new, please consider subscribing. For today's video, I'm using my practice hand. I haven't used this in a while, so I already put some nails on. I did some small tips inside and then glued on these practice nails. So they'll all, be cohesive. These are from AliExpress. They actually really are practice nails. So if they're still available, I'll link them in my description for you guys. So I'm getting started here with Born Pretty Jelly Gel. I am using the lightest brown in this collection, and I will list this also in the description box. So I'm just going to do my pinky and my pointer finger in this jelly color. So I'm just really trying to make sure that I do an even coat, no streaks. And this one I did a little too light, so I'm just going to add a little bit more. And then I cure this up. And I do 2 coats of this. I applied 2 coats of this jelly polish, and I cure it for a full 60, and then I do top coat it and cure it again. I didn't show this earlier, but it is best to buff your nails so it has a rough surface to stick to the polish. Otherwise it'll just like kind of bubble off of it, in a way. So I did that, and now I have this brown color from a brand Tomica that they sell on Amazon. I will list that as well. I did go through a few browns, but this one wound up being great. So I do 2 coats of that, and I top coated them. Now I am up to adding some glitter. So I took some base coat and I put it in this dish right here, and I mixed those 2 glitters together. So being that this is top coated, I buff them again so there is another rough surface for this base gel to stick to. So I am using one of my new liner brushes from Shein, and they were actually really good. This brush, really good, like, perfect size bristles, and it just worked really well. So I'm kind of just like, freestyling this whole set. So I'm doing like a shape where it's kind of like an hourglass, but more of, a pointy one, like 2 triangles that meet. So I'm doing it to cover, the whole bottom tip area, and then to go up towards the cuticle area. So I do that, and I spread out that base coat all the way down the nail to the side walls. Make sure everything is coated and covered good. I'm using one of these black trays from Shein as well to catch the glitter, but I put it wrong. I put it angled good for when the nail was still down, not up. I want to push in this glitter because they are big chunks and you need them to lay flat so you can have a nice smooth nail. I cured that. I brushed off the glitter, and I did go ahead and do it to the pinky nail as well. And now I'm just taking some of the Born Pretty 6-in-1, and I'm just going to apply a clear coat of this gel to encapsulate this glitter. So I start off with a good amount so the gel can seep into all, the cracks of the glitter and all that. So I just keep going for big scoops of the clear gel and work it down as you normally would. I also flip it upside down to further let gravity encapsulate this nail as well. after those are all cured up, now we can file them, reshape them, and make sure that there is no glitter poking out and that it is all nice and encapsulated for a smooth nail. I did encapsulate the two plain brown nails as well off camera, and I filed and shaped all of them, and I added a top coat as well. I saved this one glitter nail so we can see that glitter come to life with the top coat. I love how glitter makes a nail look. It is so pretty, but I hate using it. I'm not a fan of glitter, but it just has to be done. So I wanted to make something on these nails, so I'm using this white carving gel that it's the brand Meet Across. I got it from AliExpress, and I'm using this to make some leaves on this middle nail. So I did put on those little finger things because you're not supposed to touch this stuff. So I scooped out a little, I'm just rolling it up, and then you just place it wherever you want it on the nail. And I have these silicone tools with all different shapes at the end. So I'm using one that has a straight edge, and I'm going to take that and just shape this carving gel into a leaf as best as I can. It does take a little while because, you know, it's mushy and it leaves the impression of the tool. So you just got to work with it a bit, and yeah, eventually you'll get it. So I really like working with this stuff. I hardly do, and I have to remember to use it more because it is so cool, and it's actually really easy to use. It cures really fast also. I make this wrap around the side of the nail so it looks seamless, and I do play around with it for a while to get the shape I want. And once I'm happy with it, I take that straight edge of the silicone tool and I go straight down the middle to make a long line for the center of that leaf, and then little lines diagonally for the veins that the leaves have. And then I just cured that for a full 60, and it was hard. And now I'm just adding some more in some spots along this whole nail, and I'm just going to do the same thing as I just did with the first leaf. Now I'm going in with a top coat, so I'm just putting some on with the brush, and then I take a detailing brush and I just put that, you know, spread it around the leaf and into the veins and all the lines I just made to make sure that there's no pooling so I don't lose any definition. Now I'm gonna paint these leaves, and I do the same thing after I apply the polish. I take a little cleanup brush and I soak up a little bit, you know, from all the lines and stems so it doesn't, you know, blob up and you can't see any of that definition again. So that's what I do with all the colors that I apply. So I cured these up and left them tacky, and I applied some eyeshadow because I didn't want these to just be like a flat, paint color. So I did some shimmery eyeshadow, and I apply these to all these nails, and I try to mix it up with different colors, but some you can see better than others. And once I was done applying these, I brushed it off, and then I went in with the top coat and cured it for a full 60. As you can see here, I top coated the nail, didn't cure it, and I went in with caviar beads and outlined all of the leaves. But when I was doing it, for some reason, I didn't like how it looked. But now that I'm looking at it, I kind of do like it. But I just take those caviar beads and I just move them to outline the whole nail, make a border with these caviar beads instead. And once I had them all in place, I did cure it in sections actually, because they moved around a little bit. So I would cure like the top curve and then one side wall, and the tip. So once I was done with that, then I applied another top coat to make sure these were sealed in. So now I'm going in to put some bling on these things, and I chose these like orangey amber kind of stones. They just went really well with this set. And I'm using that super strong nail glue. It is from Full Beauty from AliExpress as well. And I put that on a good decent amount. And I put the little pear shapes in the center of the two glitter nails where the glitter meets. And yeah, I just cure this up and I continue with all this bling. Here is the finished look. I really like this set. It is very fall to say the least. It reminds me of like a 70s fall with all these tones. But I mean, I guess that's fall colors. I have a whole bunch more fall videos planned out. So make sure you hit that bell and you're subscribed so you don't miss any. But yeah, I'm really happy with how this came out, and I just really hope you enjoyed watching me work and create this nail set. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.